Good morning, friends. Not sure if you're actually going to see this or not, but I decided to try to keep things as normal as I could. And if that means putting out a little video here and there, then if that's what makes me happy, that's what I'm going to do. So it is about 20 of 6 in the morning. I let the girls out early because I came out to work in the garden. I'm going to show you what I'm doing. Yeah, we'll see. Just like to show you things that are going on here, and I don't know, maybe the boys will vlog a little bit, but maybe Doug will talk to you a little bit. I don't know, but you're not going to believe what happened last night when I got home from the hospital. You're just not going to believe it. You know what? I'll insert the pictures here and then we'll talk. So I got home last night around 9 o'clock, pulled in the driveway, went in the house, said hey to the boys, and went out to check on the chickens. And sorry, I'm just getting comfortable in the garden here. And then I was outside for 2 minutes and my phone rang. It was my neighbor. She's like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "In the backyard." She's like, "Oh my gosh, Adam's car got hit." I'm like, "What?" So of course, you know, I run through the house, the boys run through the house. Every neighbor was out. So some woman driving drunk, very drunk, and God only knows what else she was on because the police took so much evidence out of her car, ran into Adam's car. Adam parks on the street because we have a 3-car driveway and we have 4 cars. Yes, ran into Adam's car. Oh, it's so totaled. It's so totaled. Yeah. I just sat on the curb and cried. Not because of the car, just because one more thing. But you know what? Then I stopped and realized no one was in the car. She hit the car so hard, her airbag deployed, and she pushed the car up on the curb. No one was in the car. No one was outside the car. It was an empty car she hit, and she stopped, you know, she stopped driving, so she wasn't going to hurt anyone else. It's just one more thing to deal with, so I'm going to be dealing with the insurance company today on that. But for now, the birds are chirping, the chickens are chickening, and I'm out in the garden, and I'm going to pick some beautiful produce that I can feed to my family. So let's do that, and let's not dwell on the other things. Okay, I think I'm done with the green beans. I'm going to go back and give them one more little look-see, because let me tell you, picking green beans is hard. I mean, not hard physically, hard because you think you pick them all, and then you go back and you see more. So I have a pretty full basket right now of green beans and 1 pepper. And that is all I've done so far. I'm doing a quick weeding around each plant as I'm picking it. I'm probably not going to do 100% picking. I need to figure out, and I'll FaceTime Doug. I actually already talked to him this morning. He's doing good. I need to FaceTime him because I think we're going to have to stake up the zucchini. And I really have never watched him do that, so I'm not sure how. So he can talk me through it. I need to go over there and check. I thought I saw a zucchini ready to pick. We'll see. But we have a lot of grape tomatoes that are green on there. We have way too many grape tomato plants, not going to lie. But anyway, this is where I'm spending a little bit of time this morning before I go up and see my man. That zucchini is probably ready. I'm going to let it go one more day. I'll get it tomorrow. There's also a bunch of kohlrabs that are very close. I picked one, but with us not here, I'm going to let these just get maybe a day or 2 bigger before I pick those. So I am done out here. I did as much as I'm going to do. So now it's time to fill the chicken feeders and I'm gonna go in and get a shower. So my bestie wanted to come over and visit this morning and bring me tea. She asked if I wanted hot or iced. I said iced. And guess what today is? It's National Best Friends Day. Perfect timing, right? So she brought me, it's unsweetened. It is delicious. It is raspberry hibiscus tea with a white chocolate cold foam. It is delicious. So good. So we sat and chit-chatted and I enjoyed that. And now I'm gonna go get some makeup on, get dressed, and get out of Dodge and get up to see my man. That's the plan. My tribe, guys. How beautiful. Dropped on my porch. There was a card. There was a card from a friend. My tribe. Hey, hey, hey. So, I am back up to the hospital. Hanging out, waiting for the Phillies game to start. We're both, once again, in our Phillies gear. I have a jersey on. Doug has a classic shirt on. And he is sitting here. Let me show you. He is looking quite comfortable, isn't he?
Yes, I am.
And he is playing with a Rubik's Cube. Our dear niece, Susan, who works here at the hospital. She works over in the pediatric intensive care or the NICU, either one, depending. When she came into work last night, she brought Doug a Rubik's Cube because she always remembers Uncle Doug messing with a Rubik's Cube when she was little. And she also brought him a very comfy pillow with a very nice pillow cover on it because she said, you know, she works here. He knows the pillows are crap. So, did you have a nice night's sleep with your fluffy pillow?
I did, yes.
So that's what we're doing, just hanging out. I am working on my website. It's almost done, my friends. Almost all done. So that's exciting. Waiting for the nurse to come back in. He was able to get a shower this morning, so he feels really good, but there sits his heart monitor. We gotta get that back on him. Cardiology was already in. And he said the doctorist, or the hospitalist, was already in too.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's probably about it. We're just hanging out and, like I said, waiting for the Phillies game to start. Still here. We got to watch the Phillies game. Great Phillies win. Fantastic. Anytime we beat the Mets, it's a good thing. Little rivalry there. And then we ate dinner. And then we went for a walk. And a walk. And a walk. And a walk. But the only place to walk is around in a circle all through the floor. So that's what we did. And now we are back in the room. We're gonna watch the Belmont Stakes. And looks like Doug is going to do some work.
Yeah.
Work, or?
I'd like actually do some banking.
He's gonna do some banking. So, I'm gonna do some banking and just hanging out. Yeah. I just talked to Andrew. He took Adam out today. Adam can drive stick. He just doesn't do it very often and he's very rusty. So Adam will be driving Doug's car for a while until we get things figured out. Like we're gonna need to, we don't wanna go out, like I don't wanna rush into like going out tomorrow and buying him a new car. I wanna find out what the insurance companies are gonna say. And Adam's car is 22 years old, 21 years old. So we only have liability on it. We don't have any other thing because he's got 273,000 miles and it's 21 years old. So it will be the other person's insurance company that will give us any money for it. And we won't know until the report's done and all that. I'm hoping they're very generous since she was drunk. And I have a couple leads on some cars already for him. But for now, he's just going to drive Doug's car and Doug's hopefully not strip his transmission or strip his clutch. So it's all good. Andrew's definitely the better stick driver than Adam, but he's done it a long time. Like Andrew's car was stick, so we'll see. But anyway, so So they're on their way to church. I'm going to go to church tomorrow morning at 7:30 because I figure it's the least attended mass, and I don't do well in stressful situations at church because everybody's so nice and I get a little weepy. So I'm going to, mass is at 7:30. I'm going to get there at 7:29. I'm going to sneak in the back pew. Yes, that's my plan. Then I'm going to hightail it up here because the Phillies game is on at 10 a.m. tomorrow because they are in London. So I'm going to come up here and watch the game with him. And then tomorrow afternoon, we have our ministry appreciation dinner / surprise goodbye party for our priests. So I think I'm going to leave here and go to that and then maybe come back. We'll see. I don't know yet. See how things go. That's the plan right now. Doug's roommate went home, so we are by ourselves right now, which is a good thing because he was hacking up a lung and he had a fever and he was on IV antibiotics, and we don't need that around Doug, who's going supposedly for surgery next week. But anyway, that's that. It's very quiet here on the weekends. I mean, oh my goodness, yesterday it was just like test after test. Today I don't think we've seen, well, the cardiologist came in. They were here for a quick few minutes, just talking about some new medications that Doug is going to have to be on for life after his surgery. And the hospitalist, the hospital doctor was in early this morning, just, and they just pop in when it's medication time. So he was allowed to get a shower this morning. They wrap up his IV. Have they flushed that lately?
Yeah, she did this morning.
Okay. They haven't used his IV since the heart cath on Thursday. So
They flush it every day.
they flush it every day because they're not going to take it out because he's going to need it. It'd be nice to take it out just to give him a little break, but it's okay. It is what it is. Anyway, I've chit-chatted long enough. I'm going to go watch the Belmont Stakes. I'm going to see if Doug needs any help. I'll talk to you later. Just checking back in. Say hey.
Hey.
What you doing? We keep switching seats. I'll lay in bed with him for a while. Then he'll get up and come to the chair. Then I'll get up and come to the chair. And then we'll go do a few laps around the floor. And then we'll come back. I think he was reading too. I guess he got tired of reading. I am reading the Laura Childs. This is not the newest one. It's the next to newest one. Honey Drop Dead. She writes tea shop mysteries. Go figure. This is like book number 26. She's got 27. I love them. She also writes scrapbooking shop mysteries, which I read too, but the tea shop ones are definitely my favorite. I think if I ever opened a business, it would be a tea shop because I could do the bakery along with it. That would be fun. That would be fun. Yeah. And Doug is reading. What are you reading, babe?
It's called Screw Tape Letters by C.S. Lewis.
The Screw Tape Letters by C.S. Lewis. So, still doesn't have a roommate.
I'm sure I'll get one soon.
I'm sure he'll get one soon, yes. But, yeah, it's 7 o'clock. Visiting hours are over at 9. I could stay if I want it, but I generally go home because if I stay, we're all going to be uncomfortable. So, I'm not sure. Maybe Tuesday night, depending on what time his surgery is on Wednesday. If it is Wednesday, maybe I'll stay so I'm here. Maybe I'll just come. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, that's that. Good morning, my friends. It is Sunday morning. It is 7 o'clock, and I am on my way to church. My plan for today is to go to 7:30 Mass. After Mass, come home, get changed, go up to the hospital, watch the Phillies game with Doug, spend the afternoon there, and then I think, it's still up in the air, I'm going to come home, get changed, go to the ministry appreciation dinner at church, and then after that is over, go back to the hospital. That's the plan right now. But we all know plans change. I just wanted to get on this morning because I've been thinking of something that I want to talk about. And I want to talk about community. You know, I've said so many times, you know, we have chickens and and we grow food and all. We want to be self-sustainable. And self-sufficiency doesn't necessarily mean alone sufficiency. I like the term community sufficiency a lot better than self-sufficiency. And everything we're going through right now has kind of hit home with the whole community thing. Trying not to get emotional. There are things you can absolutely do for yourself. You can. You can have a garden. You can raise chickens. You can preserve your food. And you should be preparing for emergencies as much as you can. And maybe it's not gardening or things like that. Maybe it's going to your local farmer's market and buying stuff and preserving it. Maybe it's going to Costco and buying things you use in bulk and storing them properly. Everyone should be prepared for emergencies in every way. Whether it be a food emergency, whether it be a financial emergency. Everyone should be prepared. But that doesn't mean we should hide out in our hidey hole and hoard things and things like that. And like I said, all this is probably all going to be discombobulated because I'm driving and it's all just kind of coming to me. We need to help each other as a community. Whether it be, you know, hey, like, you know, I grow a lot of tomatoes, you grow a lot of peppers, let's swap. Or even just checking on your neighbor. The other night, a deer, on the highway. Not pretty sight. Well, let me go back a little bit. So, number one, my YouTube community. Best community out there. You guys, unbelievable. The amount of prayers and positive thoughts and good vibes and whatever it is that you do have just been phenomenal these last couple weeks with everything we are going through. The support is overwhelming. And, you know, not to get into it, but, you know, for those of you that are in my group, you know, a couple weeks ago there was a little bit of YouTube drama. The support I received from that, beyond compare. And that's community. Just supporting. Words can be community. Words and support are community. So don't ever be afraid to say something to someone in support. Because that's community. I'm trying to think of other, like, the amount of chicken tenders in Gibbstown who reached out to me when all this started happening with Doug saying, do you need us to come care for the chickens? Do you need us to clean your coop? Do you need us to come and feed them? Unbelievable. Another aspect of community, you know, like that little niche group that I have. Those chicken tenders from Gibbstown, you know, like that's another little group and another little community. Small but mighty. Back when all this started, my sister insisted on starting a GoFundMe for us because our medical insurance is so bad. And, you know, she felt that a medical problem should not wipe us out financially. Should not wipe out our entire life savings. We were against it. We finally let her do it. Once again, community. That has been one stress that we haven't had to worry about, was the amount of medical bills. Every one of Doug's chemo treatments was $10,000. One night stay in the hospital, $20,000. I can't imagine. I can't even imagine what 2 surgeries in 30 days is going to be. Oh my gosh. But once again, community. I watch some of these. I watch a lot of homesteading channels, all kinds. And some of them are so doom and gloom and, you know, self-sufficiency, don't rely on anyone, don't rely on anyone. I don't know what I would do if we weren't relying on anyone. I really don't. The other night, if you saw my Facebook post, I talk about it in this video, but 5 minutes after I got home from the hospital, you know, after a 14-hour day, Adam's car got hit by a drunk driver and totaled. Now, amazingly thrilled and blessed that no one was in the car. We weren't outside. Adam wasn't just parking the car. It was an empty car. But nonetheless, it was still hit by a drunk driver. It was totaled. Adam's car is 21 years old and has 273,000 miles on it. And the sad part is Wednesday we just put like $300 or $400 worth of work into it. Of course, right? That new battery that was $200 is coming out of that car. I'm selling that sucker on Facebook Marketplace. It is not going to the junkyard with a brand new battery. But anyway, I digress. So, once again, commute. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I have a very eclectic neighborhood. I don't know a lot of my neighbors. Everybody kind of keeps to themselves. Well, not that night. My community rallied behind us. Everybody came out. Somebody called the cops. The neighbors surrounded the drunk driver's car so she would not, I mean, her car was so damaged too she couldn't drive away. But who knows if she would have tried to get out and run. And plus her airbag deployed. Come to find out, she was so drunk or high or whatever, she wasn't going anywhere. But my neighbors surrounded her car so she would not be able to hit and run. You know, one neighbor was on the phone with the police. Another neighbor was just hugging me. Because honestly, I lost my shit. Lost my crap. Did I get upset because it was a car? No. Car is a piece of metal, can be replaced. It was just one more thing to pile on. But there was my community right there for me. Right there for me. Sometimes you don't know the community you have until something happens. Maybe we don't know the community we have until something happens, because when everything is peachy keen and everything is hunky-dory, things just go smoothly. You don't realize that, hey, that neighbor left some zucchini on my porch or whatever. But when bumps come in the road, that's when the community's glaring. I mean, I haven't even touched our church community yet. The other day when Doug had the cardiac cath, and it sounded like they were taking him like immediately for open heart surgery, you know. I mean, they were making it sound like he was either going to have it that afternoon or the next day. Not waiting a week. I mean, they were like crazy about it. You know, I sent out my texts to my peeps because I have a system. And when I texted the woman from church and she turned and told the priest, like, he got up and left, flew out of the office, never said anything to anybody. They didn't know where he was going. He was coming to Doug. It's just unbelievable to me. And I guess I always knew the community was there. I just never knew how strong it was until something happened. So let me tell you, you can be as self-sufficient as you want to be. You can be as independent as you want to be. You can be as quiet and private as you want to be. And that's okay. That is everybody's choice. But never, ever shut out your community. Look for that community. Reach for that community. Because those people, whether it's family, because your family's your community, whether it's friends, whether it's church folk, whether it's neighbors, whether it's people that you've never met in real life, like your YouTube subscribers or your Instagram followers or your online gaming community, whatever it is, your work people, whatever it is, they're your community. And at some point in your life, you're probably going to need them. So pay attention. Pay attention to who is there for you, and you pay attention, and you be there for other people. One thing I've always done, no matter what, you know, if I hear somebody sick, if I hear somebody passed away, if I hear anything, so many times there's nothing that we can do. You know, if we can't, there's nothing we can do. We can make food. I know that sounds like a little trite thing, but I'm going to tell you, every single one of Doug's chemos, we had dinner delivered to us on those chemo days. It was the most incredible thing ever. Not having to worry about nourishing us after a very, very long day, a very emotional day. So it's little things too. So look for the little things you can do for your community, whether that community is a family, whether it's a neighbor, whatever it is. Look for little things and start doing them, because those little things, they mean a lot. So we can be as self-sufficient as we want to be, but without community, we are nothing. Just remember that. I needed to get that off my chest and my heart, because it's something I've been thinking about so much. I know it sounds silly that I have 15,000 of you watching my videos. Well, not really. I have 15,000 of you subscribing. Maybe I get 1,000 views. But whatever. It doesn't matter. You're there. And I've never met 99% of you. But you've stepped up. And you're there for us. And you are praying for us. And you are pulling for us. And you are just as invested in this health journey as we are. And it's amazing to me. So thank you. Thank you, thank you. I am at church now. I am going to go fix my makeup, hide in the back, because this is what's going to happen if anyone speaks to me. Because I am emotional. So anyway, that's that. I'm here. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. I had to get it off my chest, and who better than you guys, because you're the best. I will be back later, and we will chat.
What is up, Rise and Shine Suburban Homestead people?
It's loud in here. Sorry if you can't hear us.
Sorry. There's a lot of people in here. I didn't realize how many ministries and how many people we have here, but we're at the ministry dinner. Thought we should vlog a little bit because there's not much content in a hospital. Just a lot of like
waiting around, sitting around, being bored out of their minds.
Oh, Phillies lose. What's new? Actually, we only have 20 losses. That's a great day.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's pretty great.
And only losing one overseas. I mean,
I'll take it, I guess. Cassiano still makes me mad, but we're not going to talk about that.
Altuve made me upset.
This food smells phenomenal. It's called Tommy's Barbecue.
Something like that barbecue. I don't know, barbecue sounds
phenomenal.
Tubbies? Oh, Lumpies.
Lumpies.
Are you?
Yeah, do you want to be in it?
Yes.
Denise!
Hi! We're having Lumpies.
Yes,
oh,
Lumpies barbecue.
Oh, it's not Lumpy.
Hope it's not lumpy, but
Lumpy's smooth.
I'm excited. I really haven't eaten. Oh, it's time to eat. I will show you what we're at. We have cornbread. We have pork and chicken, mac and cheese, baked beans, ribs, green beans, and a roll.
Hello. Haven't filmed all day because we did nothing all day. But we did find out that if you walk the entire 8th floor 11.5 times, it's 1 mile. Yeah, that's what we found out. So anyway, the boys just got here. They brought us dinner from the ministry appreciation dinner, but you're only allowed 2 people up there at one time. So they're up there with Doug and I'm down in the lobby. I'll show you the lobby and I'll show you my dinner. I'm never gonna eat all this. I don't know who they thought they were feeding. Oh my goodness, they brought me like so much food. I'll probably eat about 1/4 of this, but it looks delicious. And here's the lobby. Well, friends, I am home. You saw a little bit of the ministry dinner that Adam and Andrew went to. I I was so back and forth on going, and I'm kind of glad I didn't go, just because I didn't want to have to go home from the hospital, get changed, go to the ministry dinner, go back up to the hospital. And honestly, sometimes it's hard. And I know everybody is just being supportive and all, but sometimes it's hard when everybody's coming up and, you know, asking, and I get very emotional. So I'm kind of glad I didn't go. But boy, they brought us a beautiful dinner back. I ate like a third of what they brought me back. Oh my goodness. But anyway, that's it. Adam, I came home and Adam and I went out. Andrew and Adam took care of the chickens and all, but Adam and I went out. We have 2 more broody chickens. I am not letting them hatch eggs. I can't. At this point right now, I cannot do it. So tomorrow morning, we are going to work on breaking them. I read that if you dip their bellies in cool water, it helps to break them. So that's what we're going to do at dark 30 in the morning. Because I want to be up to the hospital tomorrow as early as I can, just in case the doctors, the cardiologists or the surgeons come in. I really want to be there when the surgeons come in. But I can't go up till 9. And if they come in before then, you know. But anyway, so what was I saying? Yeah, we're going to try to break those broody chickens. Not doing it again. Not right now. No, no, no. So anyway, that is it. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm in bed. Yes, I am in bed. I'm tired. I'm very, very tired. I think I might read myself to sleep a little bit. We'll see. But thank you so much for watching. I know this was boring, but I don't know. It just helped me feel a little bit of normalcy by doing this. So we'll see. Like, I do plan on spending the day at the hospital tomorrow. Doug's planning on working. He has his work laptop. So he does plan on working the next 2 days. So it'll keep him busy because, oh my goodness. Did I tell you? I'm not sure if I told you earlier, and I'm too lazy to look back. But so Doug's on the north side, I think, of the 8th floor. I think he's on the north side. There's a north side and a south side. If you walk the entire 8th floor, the entire loop, north side and south side, 11.5 times, if you do 11.5 loops, it's 1 mile. We figured that out today. That's how bored we are. So, yeah. The nurse came in tonight to flush his IV, and it wouldn't flush. So they have to take it out and redo his IV. They haven't done it yet. He's like, they'll probably do it at midnight. They'll wake me up and do it. But so be it. So he has to have it. I mean, he doesn't have any IVs at all going, but they have to have access in case they need it for an emergency. And he was really happy with that IV. It was right in the back of his hand. It was in a good place and all. So he asked her, they can't put it back in the same place, but she's going to try to get it close to it just so he can, you know, have good use. Because when he was in the one weekend, they put it like in the crook of his arm, and he couldn't use his arm very well. So, yeah. But anyway, I'm just chatting now because I think I'm tired. But like I said, I'm going to read. I finished my Laura Child's book. Adam's going to go to the library for me and get the next one. But I am going to read. Remember those chicken mystery books I read? I downloaded, same author. But they're called, I think they're called Death du Jour. And like the first one's called, let me see, Crime Chowder. The second one's called Rest in Split Peas. The next one's called Chili Con Carnage. And the last one is Lentil Death Do Us Part. So, yeah, I'm probably going to read those next because, and she also has a like a dog mystery series, but I don't know. I don't really have any desire to read that one, but Hillary Avis, that's who it is. So they were really cute. The chicken ones were really cute. I read them very quickly. I am so bad with my Kindle. Like, I never know where to tap and all that, but I'll figure it out. Anyway, that's it. I'm done. Really, I swear. Way too much talking. I will catch you guys at some point. I'll probably end up with another update video, a quick update video, and let you know what's going on. So, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you soon.